Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system for your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want to invite a bet your friends watching in the house and your job parking lot before you clock it. They don't want to miss a second of this HD content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back until you sorry, try again. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey. Hey, what's up? What's going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday. It is Tuesday, right? Come on in, everybody. So I know a lot of y'all probably working today, probably going to be lurking later in the video. I actually am kind of late on my lunch break today, and it's mainly because I was going to do the live, and then I decided not to do the live, and then I was like, got a notification from my supervisor to take our lunches because the computer system is down. And I'm working at home from today. So I was like, okay, well, shoot, since I'm going on lunch, I might as well do this live review since I'll be too busy tonight to do a live review on this TV show. But I hope everybody is all caught up with Good Girls. We have been reviewing this TV show since season 1. We are now on season 3, episode 4. And the title of this particular episode was The I in Survivor. And if you actually watched the episode, you would know exactly why they came up with that title. But anywho, make sure you like the video. Make sure you share the video if you like. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Please and thank you very kindly. We are working on our subscriber count right now, so that we can hopefully be reviewed soon to become monetized. So please make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Thank you so much for your support. But anywho, let's jump right into this review because I'm on lunch break and I don't have that much longer on my lunch break. Again, this is Good Girl Season 3, Episode 4, titled The I in Survivor. Now, if you've been keeping up with the show, you've seen how Rio has came back from the dead. He has came back from the dead. Now, last season, when Beth had shot him, you remember the cop? The cop had actually, saved his life. They made some sort of deal. The cop saved his life. He put Rio up somewhere where, he can recuperate from the bullets that Beth put into his body with that gun. And now he's back. The cop is dead now, but now Rio is back. And the ladies, Beth, her sister Annie, and Ruby. I just love these ladies. I'm telling you, these are my type of ride or die women. But and if I wasn't so religious, I probably would be doing some of the very profitable activities that they keep getting themselves involved in. But I'm scared to go to jail. But anyway, Rio, he still had his goons, lurking outside of Beth's house, doing surveillance on her house, watching her every move. Dean, he got to the point where he's now afraid and feels insecure and unsafe in his own house. And who can blame him? Who can blame him? He's afraid of Rio, as he should be, because let's not forget how Rio had put him in the hospital from shooting him a while back. Remember when Rio came to their car lot that they used to own, and he shot Beth's husband, Dean, up in the car lot, and Dean was in the hospital for a minute, recuperating from that. So anyway, he didn't went out and bought him a strap, a whole shotgun. He tried to get himself some nice pistol, but being, the rules of the land, you have to wait so many days for a background check and all that. So he was like, well, what kind of gun can I get without, waiting for a background check? The man told him a shotgun. So he got this big ass shotgun up in their house. Well, now in the garage, because she's like, I'm not having it. Even though Rio is somebody you should be afraid of, somebody you don't want to owe a debt to, money to, anything like that. She's like still not, going for the gun in the house thing. So he put the shotgun in the garage, away from the house, away from the kids. But I have a feeling he's going to have to go out there and use that shotgun. He's like, as long as I know where it is, that's all that matters. I feel safe knowing that it's somewhere near the vicinity of the house. So anyway, not only is Dean very concerned about Rio being back, but so is Beth's sister, Annie. Annie has been spending a lot of time with the therapist that her ex hired for her. It's crazy how her ex, I guess he's, trying to kiss the butt of his wife. After she had found out that that they had slept together, Beth, Annie's ex and her had slept together. I think it was last season. I can't remember which episode. But anyway, she didn't got a basically she figures if Annie seeks therapy along with the rest of their family, then it's some kind of like family effort, and maybe she won't want to sleep with her husband anymore. So they done paid for Annie to be in therapy as well. So she's up there in therapy, but during all her sessions, basically what she's doing is telling the therapist all about her concerns of her sister Beth. And of course, she can't tell him the truth. She can't tell him that, oh, there's this big bad gangster dude who's out to kill my sister. She doesn't pay him back all this money that she owes him. So she makes up this lie that she has cancer. What kind of cancer? Eyeball cancer. And what a coincidence that his mother, now I don't know if I fully believe this, but he said my mother had the same cancer, because before she mentioned eyeball cancer, he said, oh, she got the big C. Does your sister have the big C? And she was like, yeah. And I guess she had to think of like what kind of cancer, because the guy was like, was it breast cancer? Was it, and he was like, eyeball cancer? And the therapist is like, oh, my mother has the same thing. I don't know if that's true or not, if he's just pulling her leg because he knows that she is absolutely telling a bald-faced lie, but she can't tell him the truth. Not yet. And I hope she doesn't tell him the truth, because remember what happened last time when she told the guy that she was messing around the truth. It backfired in her face. But anyway, he ended up dead in some field somewhere in a trash field. But then again, Rio moved the body, so I don't know where the body is now. But anyway, she can't tell the therapist what's really going on. And then she developed some type of crush on the therapist, and I think he likes her too. She tells him, after they exchange a hug and everything, I guess she could tell by the linger in his hug that it might have been a little bit more than that, maybe, possibly. But she tells him, she confronts him about it, and she's like, the hug that you gave me, you like each other, let's hook up, whatever. But he's trying to remain professional and tells her that sometimes a hug is just that. A hug is just a hug. But I really think that he is really concerned about her in more than one way. He done showed up at her house after she missed a few sessions, most likely from embarrassment. I'm sure she's embarrassed, because after he said a hug is a hug, she was like, oh, okay, she kind of scampered away like a little puppy dog, with her feelings hurt. But the way he was talking about, he's going to need about 15 minutes to recuperate, because he did get aroused. Did y'all see that? Y'all probably missed that. I saw that. I actually had to rewind to make sure I saw what I saw. Yes, he was a little aroused. from her trying to be all seductive and everything and being sweet on him. But anyway, he just showed up late in the evening. And I know it wasn't just out of concern for her missing her sessions. I think it's more than that. I think he is actually attracted to her. But because of his job, I don't think that he wants to give into it. And then not only that, but just to have sex with her like a lot of guys have done in her past. What he realizes just from talking to her and dealing with her ex and her ex's wife, that she is one of those type of women who uses sex with men as a defense mechanism for escaping from what's really going on with her, what's really going on in her real world. But anywho, we're going to see how that works out, because she told him to leave the house. He walks away, telling her that if she doesn't show up for her sessions, he's going to have to fill her sessions with somebody else. So we're going to see what's going to happen with them next episode. But back to sexy ass Rio. That man, I don't know why, but I think he is just hot. Rio is hot. I think he is so sexy. But anyway, back to Rio. Now, even though he happened to survive from being shot by Beth, why can't he just play along to get along? Like, the ladies owe him $100,000 and they trying to pay that back. They doing everything to try to pay that money back. They were trying to save Beth's life. But then he just had to kidnap their guy, their runner. Per se. I don't know exactly what his title would be. If it was drugs, I would call him a runner. So I'm just going to call him a runner. But what do y'all think about Rio's baby mama, Ray? Now, if y'all are Netflix fans of the TV show Orange is the New Black, and y'all been wondering, where does this lady come from? Why does she look familiar? That actually is Flocka from Orange is the New Black. Now, her real name is Jackie Cruz, and Orange is the New Black is one of my favorite shows on Netflix. And I really, really, really love the character that Flocka, that Jackie Cruz played in that show as Flocka. But I think, as far as this show though, her name is Ray. Her character is Ray. And I think that was very brave what she did. I mean, she feels kind of, I don't want to say betrayed by Beth, because what happened with Beth and Rio happened before Beth even met Ray. So before she even knew her personally, that was Rio's baby mama, when she got into it with Rio, when she had sex with Rio, when she shot Rio and assumed he was dead, she didn't know really, she didn't know Ray personally at that time. But once she realized, Ray, him, they got kids and everything, she felt bad. So she was trying to be her friend and she thought she was actually helping Ray. She thought Ray was this poor mother whose gang-banging, drug-dealing, murdering boyfriend, left them penniless. Please. When Beth couldn't pay her mortgage and was 4 months behind, Ray whipped out that check so fast, talking about, how much is it? How much is it that you owe? And Beth was like, how the hell, where'd she get money from? Evidently, Rio set them up with a nice stash, with a nice penny. He was probably being very wise when he was out there, before he had got shot and been laid up for the last so many months or so, and made sure that his family was okay, whether he's there or not. But anyway, I think what Ray did was really brave. She didn't want to help Beth because of what she had did, but she went ahead. She talked to the nurse at the hospital. She, hooked Beth up with a fake pregnancy. Now, she knew that Rio wasn't going to be, Rio's not dumb. He's really smart. But she knew that she could at least save Beth some time by having that doctor lie and say that Beth was indeed pregnant by Rio. That was the only thing that was going to get Rio off from killing her. Now, I was starting to wonder, though, if Beth would have really been pregnant by Rio after the baby was born, if there had been a real baby, would he have killed her then and just took the baby and raised it by himself? Or would he have been like, oh no, I still can't kill the mother of my baby? So y'all let me know what y'all think would have happened if Beth had really been pregnant. But Beth knew that life couldn't last forever, especially with her husband, Dean, now feeling like she was using him up for all his juices to get pregnant. His feelings was so hurt. He thought that she was really, really into them and that their relationship was getting back to the way it was used to be. They having sex 90 miles going west, day in, day out, until he finds the pregnancy test and realizes that she was breaking her neck, riding him all day and all night because she was trying to get pregnant. So anyway, she didn't have Rio's goon drive her to see Rio in the middle of the night to ask him, how much am I worth? How much is my life worth? He told her, not much. Nothing but a cool $100,000. That's it. But of course, they didn't have nowhere near that amount of money. So what they tried to do was hawk that jersey Ruby stole from that nasty restroom at that bar, only to find out it was a fake. It was not authentic. It was actually fake. So it was worth, I think the man said, about $25 or something like that. But while in the pawn shop, Ruby happens to glance over and sees a pen that looked identical to the one that her daughter was accused of stealing from school. So Beth was right. I mean, actually, her husband was right. Her husband was right. He had a feeling that their daughter really stole the pen, even though their daughter was claiming innocent, like she couldn't do no wrong, she can't steal nothing. But he was like, don't nobody think you do anything wrong either. So why would we just believe her and believe the fact that she didn't steal it just because she told us she didn't steal it? Anywho, he was right. She stole that pen and pawned it at the pawn shop and took that money and stashed it right at home. Where she stashed it? Where her mama stashes her money. She was like, Mama, I don't know what you be doing. Yeah, I stole the pen. And she was like, where you get the money? Where's the money? In the same place that you stash your money. Beth was like, she didn't know what to say. She didn't know what to say because she knows that she's doing wrong. She's out there making illegal money and they've been selling drugs. They done murdered somebody. They done all this kind of stuff. Now they're making counterfeit money. And it's like she has to be upset with her daughter. But how upset can she be, even though her daughter has no idea what she's really doing to make her money? But she knows now that it's not from a nail salon. It's not from painting nails at the nail salon. You not getting all that money, Mama, from painting nails at the nail salon. But anyhow, hopefully she don't find out what her parents really do. But yeah, so they managed to get the money now, thanks to her daughter making that money off that pen. They're able to get some money and buy a whole bunch of ones so they can make a whole bunch of counterfeit money to try to pay off Rio. But Beth, she takes the money and planning on making some more counterfeit money. But Rio, he happened to get word from his goon who been staked outside of Beth's house that a suspicious man keeps coming over Beth's house in a van, and he comes over often and then he leaves. And so they tell him, then kidnap him, and then threaten to kill him if he didn't tell them where he was getting all that counterfeit money. Rio's not done. Come to find out, Beth's goon was moving in on Rio's territory, and Rio didn't like that one bit. So he threatened to kill him if he didn't tell him where he was getting the counterfeit money. So of course he gave Beth up. He gives Beth up. Then Rio shows up at Beth's job talking about he needs some custom printing. And he heard on the streets from a reliable source that she's the best in the business. Beth was like, what you talking about, Willis? Until Rio placed that gun on the table. That Rio. I be wanting to hate him. It's like you have a love-hate relationship because he's so dang fine. I'm like, why the villains always got to be cute? But anyway, he put that gun on the table. She's like, okay. I'll show you. So she takes him in the back. She shows him how, she makes her money. And he's so impressed that he tells her, I don't want to kill you now. I don't want to kill you now because I need you alive. But by the way he was looking at her while she was making the money, like how the heck can he look at her like he wants to eat her up? And then at the same time, he's looking at her like he would kill her at the drop of a hat. I don't know. It's like this. The way he be staring at her is like his eye. I think it's the eyes. It got to be the eyes. It's the eyes. I mean, he be looking at her like, damn, mom. You know how he be calling her mom? What's up, mama? That's what he calls his baby mama, too. He's like, what's up, mama? But then he looks at us. You can tell that he will kill you. He will murder you, no matter how good you look. But anywho, I got a feeling, and y'all let me know if y'all believe this as well, that Rio is going to try to run over Beth's new business venture, even after she pays him what her life is worth, which is $100,000. Now, what I'm thinking is, Beth, she better gather them pair of balls that shows up every now and then between her legs and get him together and try to partner up with Rio instead of allowing him to run them like some chumps. So y'all let me know what y'all think, because I do believe that Rio, he see that the way they making that money, that counterfeit money so perfect and undetectable. I think he gonna want more than $100,000. Pretty soon, Beth's life gonna be worth $1 million. I'm telling you, overnight. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all thought about this episode, about the characters, what you think Rio's next intentions are. How do you feel about Annie and the therapist? Do you think there's a chance, a possibility that they might hook up? Like, I think it might be, but only if she ends up seeing another therapist, because I really think he's the kind of therapist who don't want to mix business with pleasure. So anywho, y'all let me know what y'all think about that. Make sure you guys hit the like button again, share the video if you like, subscribe to the channel if you like, and I'll probably be live again tomorrow night. I think is it the Have and the Have-Nots? I think it's the Have and the Have-Nots. Yep. I think that came on last night. No, it comes on tonight. So tomorrow night, I'll be reviewing the new episode of the Have and Have-Nots. So make sure you have the notification bell hit so that you can receive all the notifications when I go live. And also this weekend, I'll be doing 2 different interviews. I'm going to have an interview with The Chosen Few, which is a gospel group, a gospel music group from here in Omaha, Nebraska. They're having a pre-concert, pre-CD concert. Yeah, pre-CD concert this Sunday. And so this Saturday, I'm going to be doing doing an interview with a couple of the members. One of them who I know personally, we used to go to high school together. And then I have another interview Friday night. And then some more TV show reviews. So again, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our reviews, updates, interviews, anything like that. And in the meantime, in between time, Primetime Squad, as usual, and to the Hood Table Squad, stay safe, be blessed, and I'm out. Deuces.